Testing. Testing. Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm just doing a quick audio check before I get started. Fantastic, Barker. That's all right. I was just throwing on the phone just to check myself, but all good. Thank you for checking that, Barker. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you for joining me again for another flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm excited to be here, and as you can see, an absolutely beautiful day to fly. It's live, everything is live at the moment, and let me have a quick look who is out in the chat at the moment. And we have Mayhem, thank you for joining me. We have DJ, thank you for joining me. Stu, you're back and I see you're flying with me. Thank you for joining. And Barker, thanks a lot for popping in. And thanks Stu for the sound check. It's again amazing to have you all here. So let's have a look where we are. And I hope everybody is well. So look at this, absolutely stunning place. Sun's out. And look at that. Absolutely amazing. A few other people in the sky, obviously not part of the stream, but that's good to see a lot of around. We have obviously multiplayer switched on, so anybody is welcome to join and you'll be able to see yourselves fly. But we are at a Welshpool in southern Victoria today, which is on the east side of Australia in Victoria. And we're flying the Kodiak. Now I will say I was flying this last night and I was having a few little issues with it. So let's hope it's all okay today. And there's Stu joining me. I don't have the aircraft you've got, Stu, so unfortunately it's not going to show up as exactly what aircraft Stu's in today. Alright, let's get started. Alright, to start off the stream, let's throw some fireworks and let's get into the aircraft. The guy's a bit close here, so that's going to be interesting. Okay. Let's get ourselves all started up. Thanks, Stu. I hope you're well as well, Stu. I hope you've had a good weekend. Barker, I hope you've had an amazing weekend. That was a great stream on Farming Sim on Saturday, wasn't it? Well, my time, it was Saturday morning. And I think it was, can't even remember. And that was, yeah, very good stream. And I know you've been hard at work on the farm. Okay, so we need to put some beacon lights on. We have our fuel down. We need to do our fuel. And let's start her up. Hey, Gaming Dad! Yeah, great to have you here. Oh, I've done something wrong. No, I haven't. It started up. All good. Gaming Dad, great to see and hear, or hear from you, I should say. Long time no speak. Been watching some of those content. That current builder you're doing is awesome. Awesome. And that last episode was great as well with the floods. I haven't seen many builders with floods in it, so that was awesome. But yes, thank you for dropping by, Gaming Dad. And Barker, yes, Friday night for you. That's right, exactly. Who's Gaming Dad? That's right. That is exactly right. He's finally showed up. Nah, I know you're busy. Let's get the rest of everything switched on. Lights nav lights on, strobes on, got them all on, and we'll hook up this. I'll hand fly most of the flight. I might just use head-ins so forth on autopilot, but I'll hand flight most. Only a short flight today. I think in the Kodiak, if I'm at, probably won't be at top speed, but if I was at top speed, it probably would be quite a bit under an hour. So where is the wind today? So we will be taking off from runway 25, I think, on my live weather anyway. So let's go, Stu. Let's go, let's go. Whoa. I'll follow you, Stu. And I know I've forgotten to turn this on. There we go. No problems, DJ. Thanks for dropping in. Stu and I are on a flight here, and anybody else who pops in can join. Alright, just wait up, Stu. I might grab your takeoff. Oh, he's taken off already. Let me quickly jump out and see Stu taking off. There he goes. Oh, he's disappeared. The fun of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's alright. I will catch up to you. Oops. Alright. It's alright. Gee, Dad, it is, we're all very, very busy with families and everything, so understandable. I managed to get a few extra days off, so I've streamed twice this weekend, which is not really the normal, obviously, for me, if I can help it. Yeah, so I've managed to stream Farming Sim with Barker and Jacket, and now I am streaming Flight Sim. Alright, let's go. Take it off, Stu. There you go. And off we go. Very light winds today. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The mic's in the way. Oh, you're off with COVID. Oh, that's no good, G-Dad. I hope you're alright. I hope you're okay and not getting too many symptoms and so forth from it. So, yeah, hope you're good. Rest up. Rest up. But at least you get to make some content, I guess, which is a positive. Oh, there's Stu. Let's jump outside and have a look. Shall we? Look at this place. So this is Welshpool, which is, and then we're going to be pretty much fly over Welshpool. Oh, let's go and fly over Welshpool, Welshpool, port of Welshpool. Let's go. And just let me change my. That's it. Slow it down a bit. There's port of Welshpool. Absolutely beautiful place. And the weather is fine. So we're flying live weather. I do have the Bijan mod on as well. That mod changes the tree. Oh, look at that. We've got an issue. We've got an issue out there. There's a Microsoft issue with the blue. Ooh. Wonder if that's a mod, but it couldn't be the Bijan mod. Maybe. I was having issues with the Microsoft Flight Simulator last night, especially with this plane, so I hope it's not this plane. Alright, there we go, just out, now you might not see it, but if I move this around, so that's port of Welshpool, just down there, But there's a bit of a glitch there with the simulator at the moment with that blue on the grass out there, or the ground out that way, but that's okay. Alright, Stu, let's head. So we're heading, Stu, I don't know if you've got the flight plan loaded at the moment, Stu, but we are going out to do some scenic. So we're going out to Wilson's Promontory, first of all. So it's going to be beautiful coastline. So let's go out that way. We'll do another 180 or so, or 260. Gaming Dad, I run a 3090. Had it for some time actually, but because I'm running it on a 49, oh, I'm going to go this way just because I don't want to see that glitch in the land over there. I run it on a 49-inch Samsung, this flight sim anyway. I run it on a 49-inch Samsung screen, so it's in on my screen 5K. So what's that? Yeah, so 5K, and obviously it only streams through at 1080, so you only get the middle section. But if you were on my side, I might put a pick up in my Discord. Oops, we're a bit fast. Let's slow down a bit. Yeah, on the widescreen. So you obviously only see the center section of my widescreen on the stream. Stu, do you mean the 3090, or do you mean that I haven't crashed yet? Look at that, absolutely stunning. Let's get a bit more altitude. We're actually going to fly back this way. We're going to go over to Wilson. Let's go. Oh, cool. Awesome. Where are you at? I can still see you, Stu. You've disappeared. Oh, there you are. There's Stu flying down the... There he goes. Flying past down there. Oh, we're getting some altitude. We better come down now. What are we at? I think I'm going to try to head to about 5,000 feet, Stu. Oh, bit of a steep climb. Let's trim you up a little bit. Let's throw you on. It's not that heavy. It is if you want all the, obviously, the settings and the graphics set high. Gaming that, yeah, if you put everything down, obviously, yeah, you'll be able to run it on not a huge spec machine, but obviously that'll mean that your draw distance and everything won't be as far as this. But if you look at that, that's just absolutely stunning. Oh, we got to level off. Let's level off. Ooh, Stu, 230/70s, nice. Ooh. We need to set you up here. Yeah, so this area, which is Wilson's Promontory, which we're coming over now, is absolutely stunning. You're 100% right. Gaming Dad. Don't know if it's actually drawn into the sim, but there's a lighthouse down here somewhere. Lighthouse point. Don't know if there is a lighthouse down there. Probably not drawn in the sim anyway. So it's very windy where we are today. So Wilson's Prom, windy place. So we're currently got 31, 32, 33. 40 knots of wind up here. We've got some gusty winds. So you can see. So we're heading out to the marine park and a couple of islands called Norman Island. Great Glenny Island, Kaz Island, so a few islands on that. You can see them in the distance if you can. No. Come back. So this was what was happening yesterday, Stu. I've got some issues with the autopilot, but that's okay. We can hand fly a lot of this. Yeah, probably. I could probably just do that. Why not? Give it a go. Well, it's worth trying to save the family rather than just sit there and get eaten by zombies, isn't it? Gaming Dad. Barker will sit there and just fight them. He'll think he's in Dying Light 2. Whoa, it is very windy up here. It's throwing us around quite a bit. There's Stu. Just look at how we've been thrown around. Look at this. By this wind. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Go Barker. Oh, there's Stu flying past. Look at him go. We should be going up, not down. Hey Brummy, how you going? Welcome. Well, I'm happy that it was a nice day, because if it would be wouldn't be much to see if the clouds were here or heavy cloud cover and rain. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I just wish my autopilot, at least for altitude hold, was working, but it is not. It's just turning me to the left. Really playing up. Alright, let's go over to the first island that we're going to visit today. I'm quite off flight plan, Stu. Sorry everybody, I'd normally be looking at the chat a lot more, but because my autopilot isn't functioning too well, I can't look at the chat screen too much. Got to concentrate on flying. Great stuff, Brummy. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Okay, so the one... Oh, there's Stu again. So the little island over here, just off my wing there, that is Norman Island. Whoa. And then the one just on here on my left is the Glenny group of islands. And that's Great Glenny Island. Whoa. You guys a bit more to see outside. Oh no! Oh no! I might have had a crash to desktop. Think I've just had a crash to desktop. Not sure if I'm streaming or not. I can still chat while it's loading back up, but I've just had a crash to desktop. So yes, unfortunately, I am now required to reload. I haven't had a crash to desktop on the sim for a long time. So yeah, as I said, I was having trouble with the aircraft last night, but which I'm still am. Obviously the navigation wasn't working, the autopilot wasn't working, but yeah, didn't have a crash still last night when I was having a bit of a flight. So yeah, so unfortunately, so I just got to get that reloaded up, then I'll get back into the sim and continue the flight. Ah. So what time is it there, Gaming Dad? What time is it where you were at? And Stu, you can keep the engines warm, hopefully, in your flying around Wilson's Promontory. Not too late. That's not too late then. That's okay. But good time to enjoy the glass of red. Did you say it was a red wine? Is it red? And 9.50. Yep, 9.50 it is. Rummy, thank you. So you're all just chilling in the evening. Guessing it's quite cold. Red wine and COVID goes well together, yes. Alright, just getting up and I will slew my way to where we were. Alright, yes, 9.50. So a lot of you all are from the UK. So there you go. Oh, fly, cancel, fly. And I just need to... Okay. Nearly there, folks. Just reloading after a crash to desktop.
Pause system test. Okay.
So freezing and raining, really windy. Yeah, it's about 30 degrees Celsius here. So quite warm. Nearly there, folks. Nearly there. Same with me, Gaming Dad. I got the Twitch account set up, but I haven't really utilized it yet. Alright, just quickly transporting to the location we're at, and then we will get started. Where are we? Alright, here we go. Let's get this back on the screen. Alright, we are back. We are back after that. Fun. Can everybody just confirm that everything is back on the screen? We're probably a little high, but we're good. We're good. Stu, I don't know if you're in the area still. I'm looking around for you, but you don't seem to be here, but all good. Hey, Vincent, you're back as well. Alright, so let's go. Let's just hope we don't crash this time. But we are back, so here we go. So we have just flown. We were just actually approaching this island. We're currently over the island, so let me just get a bit of stabilization here, and we will continue the flight. Oh good, are you back? You're back. Are you still around the area, Stu? Oh, there you are. There's Stu. Stu's there. Sorry, Stu, I slewed to the same location. Just didn't want to do that whole leg again. But we're going over to the left. We're going to go to a beautiful beach. Norman's Beach. Yeah, let's go and do that. We're going to do a tight one. There it is. So all of you on the chat who are in that rainy, cold, snowy, whatever type of cold weather you've got, this is where you want to be. Gaming Dad, this is where you want to be, on the beach with your glass of wine. So just, you can see the two beaches there. The one on the left, that's Norman Beach, I'm pretty sure. That is Norman Beach. But we're pretty much over Wilson's Promontory at the moment. This section that we're in at the moment, or over. And Stu's rushing to us as fast as he can. Where's Fozzie? Oh, Fozzie, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in, Fozzie. We're just flying over Wilson's Promontory, doing a bit of sightseeing. And we're on the way to Yarram, that's right. Yarram. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And it's a beautiful day. So I have all the live weather on at the moment. And we are, let's see, actually, I don't know if I want to play around with the autopilot, because I think that's what might have caused my crash to desktop before. So Fozzie, I had a crash to desktop, so we just had to restart the flight. Well, not restart, obviously I jumped to where the crash happened, but I've been having trouble with the Kodiak with the autopilot. I don't know if that caused it, but I did notice at the start of the stream there were some glitches with the terrain as well around the airfield that we took off from, which was Welshpool. You can throw up, if you do, I think it's working, I'm not 100% sure. If you ! flight plan, it should pop up. Can't remember if I switched it on actually. So just at the end of Wilson's Prom, look at that, absolutely beautiful. Yes, the C word. The C word. We're going to be flying back towards you anyway, Stu, so you'll be able to catch up. Or are you ahead in the flight plan, or did you go back to the starter airfield? No problems, Barker. Thank you for dropping in. Great to have you here. You've had a big farming day on Farming Sims, so I know that, yeah, you'd be tired. Absolutely stunning. No. Oh, yep. We should have a ship. It's probably too small. It's probably just a sailing boat down there somewhere, but we can't see it at the moment. So that a lot of water just in front of us there, off the front, the nose of the aircraft. That is Waterloo Bay. Just there. Ah, there you are, Stu. All good. Coming towards you anyway. Heading now to Yarram. Or, first of all, Port Albert. The town of Port Albert. and then we will head in for a Yarram landing, and then it's a very short leap over to Sale, or East Sale, the airport there. Absolutely beautiful. There you are, Stu. Yes, they were. They definitely were, Gaming Dad. And yeah, I've got a few, as you've seen in some of my videos, I've got some of those aircraft. I've got the Spitfire, and I've got, well, it's not really it's the US aircraft, but I've got the P-51, but I've got the Spitfire, and I've got, what else do I have? The P-40. What else have I got from World War II? I've got the P-38. So I've got a few aircraft from World War II, but obviously Spitfire is more related to the Battle of Britain. Was the Spitfire there? Yep. There's Stu just coming up behind us. So we're just above 6,000 at the moment, Stu. Yeah, you've got me anyway. But again, I'm not switching on the autopilot, just because I think that might have got me the crash to desktop before, I think. So I'm going to hold off on any autopilot. So if I miss something in chat, I apologise. %, Gaming Dad. There is actually quite a few sims that obviously allow to do that one. DCS is a big one, which is more modern aircraft, but there is definitely other simulators out there that you can do that already. You just above me. Is it? What are you at? 6,700 feet. Look at that, everybody. That looks absolutely stunning. So just behind us, the backdrop is Wilson's Promontory, southern or southeast Victoria, Australia. How's that bottle of red going? Gaming Dad, is it all done and dusted? You know what? It's not actually quite hard to fly in the sim. There's so many tutorials and that sort of thing to get in most simulators that you get, well, especially Microsoft Simulator, but in a lot of the others, there's a lot of tutorials, but obviously they're a lot more complicated, especially the ones, the fighter ones, or the fighter jet DCS, all that, they're quite complicated to get into. But in terms of general aviation and that sort of thing, if you're flying airliners and that sort of thing, again, there's a lot more to do. But if you're just general aviation, smaller aircraft, it's actually quite easy. A good example is with Microsoft Flight Simulator. My old man picked it up and he's flying it now. So, and he hasn't been in any sim until he got this. So he's actually flying it, and he doesn't have a grunty PC either. He's only got a basic PC. So yeah, the old man there is And if you don't know what the old man is, that's my dad. Sorry, I don't know if that's something that's known throughout the world. So we're just approaching the island. Up ahead is called Sand Island, and we're coming closer to Port Albert. And Stu's nicely close up in, getting close in formation. And we are, it's very flat. Obviously Wilson's Promontory had some mountains areas, which is really nice. A lot of hiking, a lot of good tracks and camping grounds, I'm pretty sure, through there. But where we're going is very flat. Obviously the coastline as well. But if you reverse this and go on, or if you followed some of my previous flights where we went on the other side, the west side of Melbourne, Victoria, especially around Apollo Bay, and when we arrived at Apollo Bay and we flew towards Geelong, there was a few more hills. Well, not Geelong itself, but on the way, the Great Ocean Road. And we're doing a circumnavigation of Victoria. So the end of this, obviously we came across from Tasmania. We started in Tasmania. We went across to Victoria. We flew across to Victoria, and then we started eastbound from Apollo Bay. We will navigate up the Murray, which is more in central or North Victoria, sorry. And then we'll come right around and we'll end up back at Apollo Bay, and then we'll head into, from Apollo Bay, we're going to head into South Australia. And we're going to go around that way, which is clockwise. I think I'm going clockwise, I'm not sure. I've got to look at I might post my full flight plan in my Discord. But if you want to get the flight plans for my flights, you can jump on the Discord and grab those. And you can actually join if any of you out there have the sim, such as Stu has. Where is he? There he is. Gaming Dad says, never runs out of the loadless of bottles, my mate. It's all drink. I might give it a go. It looks stunning. Yeah, it is. It is. And it's very chilled. Like, again, you can be as serious as you want. I'm semi-serious when it comes to following processes and procedures and so forth, but I don't. I just enjoy looking out the window, and that's why all my flights are general aviation, most of the time aircraft. I am planning to do one high-speed run across Australia. I think Stu knows about it. I haven't picked up an aircraft yet, Stu. Still in holding pattern, still seeing if anything pops out, but I'm thinking about doing a fighter jet low pass over Australia, or part of Australia, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And there we go, Sunday Island down there. Look at that, looks stunning. So if you don't know, Microsoft recently did an overhaul of the Australia scenery more of their certain sceneries that have been added in, or detailed scenery, but mainly the map itself. The photogrammetry has been improved. So we're approaching Port Arthur now. If I can just, without crashing anything, that is down there. So just to your right, just go there in between my wing there, right wing, that's camping grounds, or campground on Sunday Island. And that town again off my right wing there is Port Albert. So we're going to actually come down. We better start dropping some altitude. So we're getting close to our first airfield, which is Yarram. And then it's a very quick pass up to East Sail. You're a bit hot dog in a jet. You're not in it. Yeah, it will be fun. I think it'll be fun. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing anything serious at all. It's just going to be a fun stream. And yeah, we'll just, maybe you can join as well, Stu. We can do a bit of a formation flight. High speed, Mach 2. And another small town just ahead of us here, Robertson's Beach. What? How good would it be to live here? Well, it depends if you like to be secluded or in a country area, but I would say as long as there's fast internet, it's alright. We can stream. We can play Sims. We can play games. But there'll be awesome outdoor activities you can do there. Just look at the area. Absolutely. Look at that beach up on the... Let's look at that island. What's that island called? I'd like to know myself. That's not... doesn't have a name. That's Scrubby Island though, just off my nose. Oops. Will be cool, Stu. I think you'd like that. Nice fighter jet pass over Australia. Mach 2 plus. Alright, so let's have a look if we can see this airfield. There it is. It's a nice small one just in the distance. Let's see how my first landing on this stream goes. Will it be butter or will it be... No problems, Brummy. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And have a good one. Have a good sleep and have a good day tomorrow. What are we at? We are at still quite high. Thanks again, Brummy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I do my streams a lot, obviously a lot in the mornings, because I do find a lot of my viewers are on the other side of the world. Well, early morning for me and evening for you. Where are we? Where are we? I've lost the airfield. No, there we are. All there. So we'll be coming in on a dirt strip today, but this aircraft's well suited. So Flight Simulator X is the older one. Do you know what you can do, Gaming Dad? I don't know if you have an Xbox Game Pass or the Game Pass on Windows Store, because you'll be able to, even Game Passes, I don't know, it's only a couple of dollars for the first month and you can just try it. Oh, so that might be an option. It'll give you 1 month. I think there's even a 3-month option, and it gives you the base version for basically a couple of dollars, and you can always cancel it. So if it doesn't run too well or you don't enjoy it, you can just cancel your subscription. So have a look for Game Pass on the Xbox app on Windows, and if you get that, it's only going to cost you a couple of dollars for the first month. Well, at least we're not getting the glitch this time, because last time the terrain was all blue. A long final. Hugh's going in for landing. Just slow us down a bit with some flaps. We are quite high still, but that's okay. We're quite far out. Better put some landing lights on. I always forget my landing lights in the sim. Yeah, well, even the basic version of Flight Sim isn't too much. And it's got plenty of the base aircraft. There's plenty in there just to have fun with and to learn to fly and that sort of thing. So, yeah, well, look, keyboard and mouse is hard, but at a minimum, a cheap joystick. You know, there's a couple of Thrustmasters. The T1600 Thrustmaster you can get quite cheaply.
500.
And, or just, you know, the other thing you can get, an Xbox controller. I know you might be against it, but an Xbox controller. Just doing a touch and go, Stu? Or did you land? I can't see you. You landed. No, you've landed. All good. I'll land, I'll taxi in and then might have a drink of water. Alright, how are we going for landing here, everybody? Ooh. You know what? I didn't even look at the winds in the area, so I'll tell you if it's... Nicely done. No wind, so we're all good. So I just had a quick look. We don't have any wind. Oh, don't stop on the runway, Gammy. Alright, let's head off, Stu. Won't stick around. Let's taxi back up and head off. Look at that. No, that's awesome. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no wind. We can just head off from this way, Stu. Go, you take off. Go for it. Yeah, actually, it was good landing. Go, Stu. Go, Stu. Waiting for you to head off. Go, go, go. Having a drink of water, and I will follow you. Alright, so we're on the only, this won't take long, this leg, everybody, so we will just head off. We're going to take, there's no wind, so it doesn't matter, and this is the right direction, so let's get in the air. Gaming Dad, I have a flight yoke, so I have the whole setup. I have a flight yoke, I have the full controls, throttle controls and everything, up to, it's the Bravo flight system. So basically it's got, you can set the controls up for general aviation, single, dual, up to 4 engines, also on jet airliners and so forth. So yes, I've got the whole setup. I do have a joystick which I use for some of the aircraft sometimes. but I do prefer to fly with the yoke. Even with that aircraft has a stick, I do prefer the yoke. So I tend to mostly play with the yoke. Alright, so we're going to head straight up to our final destination, which isn't far. We might head back up to 5,000 feet again. And I aren't using the autopilot, so apologies if I'm missing the chat sometimes. Just because I think the crash to desktop before was caused by that, me switching the autopilot on before. I'll send you a photo, Gaming Dad. I'll send you a photo. I just need to clean up my gaming desk or office desk, and then I'll send you one of my setup. It's a little bit messy. All right, so what are we passing? There's a small town coming up on our left. Here it is, only a tiny country town of Woodside. There's a small town of Woodside in country Victoria. So we're in the Gippsland region of Victoria. And we're flying along the coast here, and we're heading to East Sail, which is our final destination today. Alright, no problems, Gaming Dad. I will send you some pics. I'll post some pics in there of my setup. But I've always been into simming and gaming, so yeah, so I've collected a lot of peripherals along the way. I will say most of my flight simming stuff was due to Flight Sim 2020 coming out. So I used to, in the past in flight simming, I used to just use a joystick. But most of the recent flight simming related peripherals are all from wanting a bit more out of the new Flight Sim 2020, just because it looks so good. Like, how good, I know it's a pretty flat terrain around here, but how good does that look? Like, absolutely stunning. Like, who wouldn't want to just chill, jump in, have a few flights in Flight Sim while you're trying to chill out? For me, it's Monday morning. Kids have gone to school. So Monday's my cleaning day, Gaming Dad. So I will do this stream. So my plan from now on is to try to get a stream done every Monday morning. Yeah, this is my time. So it is now, what do we got now? We have, so it's 9:30. And we're GMT, well, it's 11, isn't it, for us? So yeah. And it's Monday morning. So yeah, so I'll get the stream done, and then it's house cleaning time for me. So we've got a big wildlife reserve down here. I think it is, yeah. Jack Smith Lake Wildlife Reserve, but obviously there's not much water in the lake. And now that beach, as you can see, it goes on forever. That's called the 90 Mile Beach. all along there. Have a look at that. Beach as far as the eye can see. Got a few lakes up here. I actually thinking I'll stream more of Flight Sim because I know I do release my legs on Flight Sim as well in terms of pre-recorded, but they take a hell of a lot of time for editing. So I'm feeling that I might slowly phase to majority of my flights around the world, or obviously currently around Victoria, Australia, will be live streamed, just because it's taken me way too long. Like my obviously the other games I play and I record, pre-record, they're pretty straightforward to play, record, but the Flight Sim ones, yeah, they take a lot of editing. So just to release one of my Flight Sim would take me a good, well, obviously interruptions throughout the day, but it'd take me a good half a day of just gone, just to edit, to fly it, edit it. I look up the locations, because obviously now on the stream I can look at a map and I can tell you where I am and give you an update. Obviously the only problem is I won't be able to give you the history on every place, which I do like about my Flight Sim videos. I've got that history piece at the start. Gaming Dad, it's amazing, definitely piqued my interest. Yes. And what is the ground like? Does it have animals as such in reserves? It takes 2 hours and convert to HD takes a day for every 30 minutes of video. Yeah, it takes ages. But yes, you're right. There is have a look at that. That's just amazing. That was stunning. There is animals in certain parts of the world. So in Africa, there's giraffes, elephants, few others, and then there's bears in certain parts. Yeah, so, and there's a mod that I've got which shows whales. Not much of a whale, but it's just basically a whale doing a jump out of the water into the ocean. It doesn't look the best, but it's still there. But yeah, so, and there's a couple of other mods you can get that have birds, especially around the US. There's a mod that has birds as well, which is, I haven't picked that one up, but I'll probably, as I get to areas when I'm doing my around the world flight, I will look at add-ons to purchase so you guys can all see them. But a lot of it's free as well. The great thing about Flight Sim, go flightsim.to, and there is a hell of a lot of free mods. This aircraft I've got, I purchased, but there's a heaps of free aircrafts, heaps of free scenery. Yeah. I'll give you, if you stick around for a bit, we're nearly landing, Gaming Dad, and I will show you what the ground looks like. I'll get out of the plane and I'll do a bit of a drone zoom around. You see all the trees and things like that. There's cars and vehicles. There is boats, but I don't think I've got a mod for boats, or an add-on for boats, but I don't think in the area we've got there is any boats. I have pre-recorded a couple of videos for the leg after this, the 2 legs after this flight. I have pre-recorded those, so you'll be able to have a quick look at those. They have boats. They'll have boats showing in one of those. But who knows? There might be boats up here. Actually, there's boats. We can't see them because they're in the distance. There's boats in the distance over in the distance, but you won't be able to see them. So I think they're just sailing boats, small sailing boats. All right, so we're approaching. What do we got here? Just absolutely stunning. Lake Reeve is just below us. And just in front of us there is Flamingo Beach. Where is Stu? You popped off, Stu. Or you're ahead of me or behind me. I can't see you now. Unless you've had a crash to desktop as well. Yeah, that's again recommended specs, but I do have all my detail is at the highest it can go, but I have flown a couple, accidentally had, especially when it crashes to desktop, sometimes it resets the graphic settings, and I have flown a couple of my recorded ones and I actually haven't noticed. When there's the photogrammetry that's been done in Australia. Oh, there's Stu. I see you, Stu. You're below me. I didn't see you. I was looking everywhere else. There he goes. I was looking everywhere else but below me. There he goes. Alright, so we're getting close to sail again. We're nearly there. 90 Mile Beach. Golden Beach. I think that's the town ahead of us. But whoa, what a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place. We'll start going down a little here. Yeah. Should be enough on my gaming PC. Yeah, that'll be enough. Perfect. And Gaming Dad, if you get it, you can join in these flights, these streams. You just connect. Basically, it's, as you can see, Stu's on with me at the moment, but some of the other streamers, such as Oz Flight Sim and so forth, they have literally, you won't see them all, but hundreds of people flying with them, and there's people everywhere. You can obviously see they're not streaming, they're not on my, well, going by my flight plan, but you got Night Vibe over here, we've got Delta over here, and they're playing, they've just got live traffic on, so you can see anybody and everything around. You can also see live actual traffic, as in if you're looking at your local airport and seeing what's arriving, you can actually have that live as well, so you'll see what's arriving and that sort of thing if you go into a bigger airfield, even some of the local ones. So it's pretty cool. You'll be able to join in the stream, maybe even stream yourself. Oh, there he goes. So we will be running, let's see, we're, the wind 13 knots, 284, 28, so we're okay. So we could actually land on 27, Stu. Well, from the wind I have on the live weather. East sail. We could pretty much come straight in from where we're going. So the lake ahead is called Lake Wellington. And a lot of wildlife parks around here. But look at that. Just stunning. So there, gaming. I know there's a lot there, but there's obviously individual trees down there. I do have a paid add-on which changes the seasons. It's called Bijan, and it allows you to change the seasons with the trees. So at the moment, Flight Sim doesn't have it naturally built in where seasons change the color of the landscape or trees or the fauna. So I have an add-on which I purchased to allow that. You would crash. Bit of practice. You can actually set it up so you don't actually damage the aircraft. So I could go nose into the ground. I should probably have that on in a stream just in case something happens. But I have it as realistic as it can be. Except you can have it set up that, you know, you have engine failures and things like that. I don't have that set up. So obviously that won't be too good for a stream. But in terms of, you know, if it was colder, icing and all that, I have icing set up, and you actually see the ice form on the wings and the windscreen and the screen, sorry, and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty cool. And that obviously affects your flight dynamics, which is all switched on. So again, we're only 13 knots of wind, but you can probably, what are we at? We're still at 3,000 feet. And we'll do a, whoa, go Stu. Oh yes, if you crash, you damage your plane. Well, you can switch that off. So technically, if you've got it switched on, so you'll crash. But if you don't switch it on, no, you can't crash your plane. You can basically go nose dive into the water, into the land, and you don't crash. It looks like Stu's on his final. No, he's not on his final yet. He's getting close though. Let's head towards our destination. Sorry for what, Stu? You alright? All good? Just a close flyby, all good. No. So basically it just ends your flight. So you just have to restart your game, basically your sim. Restart the sim at wherever you want. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can see. Should be on our left. Oh, there, I can just see it, I think. We better start low. Get him a little lower. Let's lose some altitude. There you go, just outside my window, there is East Sail, just outside there. Stu's lining up for his final. You can just start with a mouse and keyboard, 100%. It can be done. I haven't really had much experience with it, but I have seen people do it. So yeah, it definitely can be done. And it's a good look. You do that, and obviously you'll fly. You'll enjoy it a little bit. Probably get a little frustrated because of the mouse and keyboard, but you'll at least be able to experience it. And you'll sort of go, okay, I'll do this quite, you know, I enjoy it. I'm going to go and invest in whatever, for us, you know, a cheaper joystick or a cheaper gamepad, an Xbox controller or something, just to make it a bit more straightforward. Oh, we've overshot a bit, haven't we? All right, let's go. Overshot. Nothing that we can't fix. Alright, so we're going to arrive at East Sail. which is a military airfield. The tutorial's very good on that note. So as I said, the keyboard and mouse, yet the tutorial's excellent. And everything from engine startup to doing circuits to take all the procedures, it goes through most of them. It's very, very nice. And very straightforward to follow as well. Alright, so they're getting a little high in the approach, but again, nothing we can't fix. So what do we got? So we've got a crosswind this time. Coming from our right, and it's only a slight crosswind though. Only 7 or 8 knots, I think. Oh. Go for it. You'll love it. You won't regret it. You won't regret it, Gaming Dad. As I said, and I tell you, they've done a huge updates for your area. So you will absolutely... It looks stunning. There's lots of landmarks put in for your areas. So you're going to see a lot of, a lot of stuff that you obviously... Oh, wow. Yeah, I've driven past that, but I haven't really looked down and flew over that. So... Or you wanted to visit some place, you'll be able to do it in the sim. But yeah, it'll have the photogrammetry and the models of some of the landmarks are amazing. And I haven't, really flown. We flew through Melbourne before the update, but I've got the full updates. When we get to Sydney and things like that, you'll see some really good landmarks. Even on the way, they've added a whole lot. Coming in a bit high, but that's again alright. We'll survive. Let's see if we can make it butter number 2. We aren't going to land on the keys, but we'll be alright. There we have it. No, I'm rapt that you got it. I am absolutely rapt. I'm going to taxi over, Stu. I'm going to taxi to the terminal, and then I'll do a shutdown, and then I'm going to jump out. Well, it actually doesn't matter anymore if Gaming Dad doesn't like what it looks like on the ground. He's pressed the buy button. He's already bought it. Good job, Gaming Dad. You'll love it. But I think you'll be quickly influenced to get a joystick or something like that at a later stage. But yeah, definitely if you got the game controller. Okay, got game controller. I'm gonna hit, yeah. Cool. You got a game controller, then you're good. That at least helps. The game controller makes it a lot simpler because it's actually out on Xbox. And that's they brought it out on Xbox, so it can be played with a controller. Nah, you're definitely Gaming Dad. My next stream, I expect, if I do stream next weekend, my next stream, I want you to be on it, at least for a part of it. So you need to practice. You got a week to practice. And thank you, Stu, for joining me on the flight. Oops, all over the wrong way. It's great to have you again flying with me. Now, I noticed an issue with this airfield, and I don't know if that's on everybody's. I don't have a modded. It's not modded. It's the one that's standard. That this terminal, or these hangars, are right near... is blocking one of the taxiways. No way. I will wait until I don't have... Why? But you can see, I think this aircraft coming up on the right here is a modded. This is a free modded aircraft. I'm pretty sure the one on the right. Which suits the area because it's a military airfield. Yeah, that's a free modded aircraft. Oops. You know what? I'm just going to go park just in this one. Oh, don't ignore the van. Let's just go and park around. All right, if it doesn't crash, I'll show you. So obviously you've got, these cars that are driving around, or they're traffic and vans. Obviously there's not really a Qantas freight terminal at a military base, but that is an added mod you can get that has more vehicles and so forth at airfields. So let me just speed this up and I'll give you a quick, these are just AI aircraft. That bus again that you see up there, that's just part, obviously at a commercial airfield, it obviously looks more relevant, but that's a mod that just gives you some vehicles and so forth around. Obviously you can see there's some issues such as a plane stuck in here with a red light. Oh, really close. That's a free modded aircraft. That's the Navian with its red light. That's another modded aircraft. That's the free modded. And then obviously cars around, but if you come over here, so there you got a car, that's just AI car that's just driving on the roads. They're not always perfect, but they'll just disappear and show up. But obviously you can see trees, they disappeared. So these tree colors are suited because it's summer down under. With the Bijan mod, it obviously changes the color of the trees depending on the season. So normally it'll be pretty much just a plain color tree, but it just makes it a little bit more realistic. But as we're talking about the animals, in certain places around the world, yes, you'll see animals around. Yeah, it's amazing. So you definitely haven't made a mistake by buying it. You'll love it. But with the keyboard and mouse, just be aware it'll probably make you a bit upset while you get used to it. And as you can see, this runway has a terminal to slam bang. The AI has just slammed it straight in front of a taxiway. But thanks, Stu. I'm going to just come over to Stu here. Look at this. This is a beautiful livery. Looks absolutely amazing. How good is that? Everybody, that's the end of our stream. And I don't know, I better shut down my engines. You can see me in the background. Let's shut down our engines, shut off our lights. But thank you everyone for joining in on the stream. Thanks Gaming Dad for being on for the flight. That was great to have you there. And Stu, absolutely thank you so much for flying with me on the stream today. That was fantastic. Going to quickly have a look in the cockpit here, Stu. I just want to see what's going on in your cockpit. Look at that. Oh, how good's that? Absolutely stunning. So as you can see, Gaming Dad, this aircraft has a stick rather than the flight yoke. No problem, Stu. I love having you on board, and hopefully you'll join for the next one. And soon to be, maybe in a few weeks' time when he's got his pilot's license, Gaming Dad will be joining us too on a stream. Would be great to have you there, Gaming Dad. All right, well, it's time for me to go do some housework. So thank you, everybody. And let's just go and zoom out as we go. And like always, everybody, I will see you all on the other side. So let's just play some fireworks for the end of the stream. And this beautiful area of sail. See you, Stu. See you, Gaming Dad. Have a good one. Oops, I just